Let's go to the trunk setup. So this is what I did, okay? I did hard lines. We'll go over this. Ugh, got something in my eye. Alright, here's the connectors for the compressor. You got to cut these off and disconnect them to those butt connectors. I went with one compressor and I put it on the side because I'm going to get another one eventually. I wasn't going to do a hard line for that leader hose, but the connectors I got were not DOT approved and I didn't really want to run them. Really the only difference between DOT approved and not is, if you can see in here, they have the little, like, I don't even want to call it. The DOT approved have that in there, and the ones that aren't DOT approved don't have anything. So that's pretty much the main difference. But like I said, I wanted to go DOT approved. And don't judge my hard lines, guys. This is the first time I've done it, and I understand why people don't do it because it's super hard. In the time lapse you're about to see, you'll understand me, because it's just I had a lot of screw ups, but I eventually got it. I used a 25-foot roll and I already used it all, so I had to order another one. You'll see on the time lapse probably on my phone I ordered it because we'll get into that after the time lapse. Anyways, here's the hard lines. So you're gonna have 6 connections. One obviously is gonna go to your filter in your tank, so it will say a T on it, and the E is for exhaust. It's optional. You don't really have to do it, but it makes sure that you don't ever get water in there, and it just vent it to the atmosphere or down below. And then you'll have your front left, your front right, your rear left. So you'll have 6 altogether, or 5 if you don't do the exhaust. So these are called unions. You can get them anywhere pretty much, and they're really nice. What I did is I used a 1/4-inch plastic, and then I wrapped it in, it's really dirty, I know, guys, but I wrapped it in Alcantara. I think that's how you say it. It's like pretty much suede, but it really was Alcantara, that's what it said on it. And then I wrapped the blocks to lift up the tank. The main reason why I put this so high is because I live in Indiana and it's cold, and this makes sure that it's higher than the compressor and the tank, that water doesn't get in this thing ever. It just, because obviously, you know, water can't go up, it goes down. And I have my filter, which is, that one's really nice. It comes with airlift because it's auto drain. You don't ever have to drain it, you just got to run that. I made these, it's a solid aluminum. I think they're like 3/8. I tapped and died each side for 1/4 by 20 bolts. And then I got that bracket. It's cut by Winter Fab, and then I just painted it yellow and then splattered it, and then I cleared it with that 3K Supermax, I think that's what it's called. That stuff, if you guys don't know what it is, look it up. Stuff is amazing. It's just like spraying out of a gun. It's chemical resistant and everything. It's a 2-part can, and then yeah, the pot life is only like 48 hours, and then it's garbage. But that makes sure that once you spray that clear, nothing can hurt with whatever's underneath it, which is really nice. These lines, so what I did is I tried doing it as symmetrical as I could. Obviously they're not on there, they're just loose. Like this one's not even in, and that's not on the bottom yet. Symmetrical on the sides, and then tried doing that one symmetrical, and then that one obviously goes to the tank, so that one can't be. And then obviously I have these other ones. And I got some of them polished, as you can probably tell. Polished and not. And I will ship to that time lapse right now, and you will see me polishing them, and I might put the video of me actually bending this last one. I had it done, but when I was in the process of polishing it, I don't have a benchtop polisher, and the only polishers I have is for the dirty wheels, the polished wheels. So I have a 6500 RPM one, and then the regular 3500. That one actually you can adjust it from 1800, so I use it for my white airway, so the final step. And I had it on a low speed, but when I was pressing up against, I probably won't show it, I don't know, I might. I was pressing up against the airway and it just took it.
This Hellboy.
so it ruined it. I mean, this stuff is, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you where I got this from. I got a 25 feet roll, and I got it from Switch. I don't know if you can check them out. They're really big into air, anything air, and it's soft and annealed 3/8, where you can tell which 45, 90, whatever you want to do. So that's super nice. And then this is a straightener, because if you buy that 25-foot roll from Switch, it comes rolled up, so this straightens it out, and this does an amazing job. Now this is expensive. This was like $100, but man, is it worth it. So yeah, those are the only tools you really need to do this, but you need a lot of patience and a lot of time. Because like I said, I bought another roll because I didn't like how this came out. The one we did when Sean, we didn't film it, but the one I did with Sean, we did it really, really nice, and it came out perfect. We'll go to that time-lapse right now, and then we'll wrap up from there. Yeah. So right now. Probably take off. She's dirty, but so I'll explain a few things I did. Here, I'll lighten it up for you. Okay, there is to change the damper, so soft or hard. I don't know if you can see it. So what I did is I drilled a hole and then put a grommet to make it nice and clean. Same on this side. I did the bottom. This one could have came out better. I might do it better, but that's for the drain. And what I did is there's grommets right here. On my other video, I said I wasn't going to use it. I ended up doing that. Here, I'll show you the bottom. Now we're lightened up. So that's the grommet. Same thing as on top. All I did was drill a quarter hole. It's the drain for the water. It's auto drain, so we'll do it by itself. And while we're down here, we'll check out all the other wiring that I did. Put my exhaust right there. I think I already went over all this on my other video. Maybe not, but I finally got the sensors in. They're still hanging though. But yeah, that's how I did it, guys. And I used that Eastwood putty for all these, if you can see. So they're all watertight. The drain down here. So I just ended up drilling a quarter hole and ran that down. I wasn't gonna drill a hole, but I decided to. And then we'll get to that in a second. Right here These are all my unions. This is a polished quarter, no, it's like 10 gauge, I think, aluminum. Those are all my union fittings. I ended up, the manifold plug, I ended up cutting a hole. You can see here. What I ended up doing is I had a piece of carbon fiber. So I cut out a piece of carbon fiber, and then I had a grommet. That, you can see right there, that's actually staple holding together. What I did, just for now because the glue setting, what I did is I cut the grommet because I didn't want to open this up. And you can see, it came out really nice. Obviously, besides the staple I will be able to remove. But yeah, it came out sick. Don't judge my hard lines. I tried being symmetrical. It's just, this stuff is hard, guys. It really is. That one came out pretty nice. Super clean. What else? What am I missing? Put the bungs on the tank. That is for if you put, what could that be for? Oh, you could put the filter on this side. And that could be, that's for your extra, if you do 2 compressors. I'm gonna ride all the way soft for just street driving. And then if we go through like curves or anything, we're going spirited driving, I'll just turn it all the way up. This Alcantara is, you can see it, is awesome. This is what I did for my relief. Let it lighten up. I don't know if I like self-tapper, but I don't know if you guys can even see this, but there's my shredder valve. I think that's how you say it. But that's how it mainly fill it. This is the bracket just for the bumper. I just drilled a hole for it, and it comes with a nut, and that's the pressure relief. So you'll have to purge it here and there, obviously, so I wanted to put this in a good spot. So I mean, it's really not that hard to get down. You just got to, get underneath the car, but it's really accessible. I was going to put it down here, but I didn't want anything hanging. This way you can't see it. And what I did is, there's the setup. I use a self-tapper and one of these, what is it? Like one similar to those. Right. That's it, guys. If you have any questions or anything, put them in the comments. Hopefully you can still see me. I know it's getting dark. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. Pretty sure that's it. Hard lines, like I said, it's very, very hard. Hard lines, yeah, it really is. I see why people don't do it, but I wanted to take the time to make a really nice trunk setup. So that's what I did. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think. You think I did a good job? I mean, this is my first time, so I was a coils guy. I was never thought I'd ever get air ride, but here we are. I guess I could show you where I put my controller. It's probably can't see me. So I put it right there. It's actually pretty much a flush mount. I know I could make a little thing for it, but yeah, this is what I did. I didn't drill a hole for my, because I fed this through, fed it all the way through. I was gonna drill a hole in here to make it real nice, but maybe eventually. Right now I just have it tucked underneath. So yeah, can't wait. I still haven't even tried. I guess still haven't even put the air in. I guess I could see if everything works. I guess I gotta start the car, but I gotta put my exhaust on. So yeah, we'll see if I have any leaks, guys.